Girls are ladies and ladies aren't gross. Or at least that's what we want everyone to believe. Don't be fooled. We often pass gas on elevators, pick our noses, and sometimes pee in the shower. The truth is, girls can be just as vile as guys, except because of social pressure and just plain class, we just do a way better job of hiding it. If you are not a woman, consider this your spoiler alert. Turn away while you still have a chance, or stay and deal with it. Here are 10 things girls do in secret but won't admit. Blood run. No, it's not a fundraiser for donating blood. A blood run takes place after a shower, and it is the race to dry off and put on a pad or tampon before the flow starts again and looks like a velociraptor attack. If the run fails, well, then it's back to the shower. At least in there, one can pretend to be an injured Amazon warrior in a rainstorm, surrounded by the dead bodies of fallen enemies, and watch as the blood drips down the drain. It's just more romantic. Boob sweat. With great breasts come great responsibilities. It's very important to find the right bra size, check for lumps on a regular basis, and find creative ways to mask the stains and smells from boob sweat. No exercise necessary, boobs just sweat. And it's not just a light, moist, odorless layer of perspiration. Cleavage can turn into a waterfall leading down into 2 massive lakes of smelly sweat. Some women simply apply deodorant to their boobs after doing their armpits, but sometimes that doesn't cut it. Some home remedies include strategically placed panty liners and even applying corn flour. Think about sex. Believe it or not, girls think about sex a lot. Granted, according to the National Survey of Sexual Health and Behavior, it is about half as often as guys do. And even then, I think the women were underselling the frequency. We still think about sex at least once every 2 hours. Lucky for us, we don't have to strategically hide anything when we're thinking about it in public. Whether it's because we watch the latest Ryan Gosling, Tom Hardy, or frankly, Megan Fox movie, something triggers a sexual thought at least 8 times a day. Saucing the taco. Women masturbate. Yup, it's true, we do. Now that the cat is out of the bag, how often do women masturbate? According to the National Survey of Sexual Health and Behavior, most females over the age of 18 have beat around the bush at least once in their lives. The frequency in which they do it varies by age group, but 21.5% of women ages 25 to 29 tiptoe through the 2 lips multiple times per month. 5% of women in that same age group go at it 5 times a week. There are actually many benefits of masturbation, high among them being stress relief and higher self-esteem. Don't be shy, it's a good thing. Butt hair. Lots of women have long hair, which can end up all over the walls or clogging the drain during a shower. But every now and then, a stray strand makes its way south of the border. You know this because suddenly you can feel a slight tug from between your cheeks. So what's the plan of action? It's best to just face the problem head on, reach back there yourself, and rip that sucker out of there. Which usually takes a full minute because you can never find the damn thing. Do the dirt squeeze. The pressures we face on maintaining a perfect appearance is intense. Even if we say we don't care, it's hard not to. Everywhere we look, we are confronted with images of what the current interpretation of beauty is and are often shamed when we don't live up to it. So when we are forced to scrutinize over every millimeter of our bodies, it's easy to get hung up on even the smallest of things. Some call them blackheads, others sebaceous filaments, but either way, they are annoying beyond all get out. When dead skin and dirt clogs up the pores on your face, it causes little dark dots to appear. Guys get these too, but girls are more inclined to worry about them. And when pore strips and facial cleansers don't do the trick, squeezing them out manually with your fingers always gets the job done. Just don't get into the habit of smelling them. Gross, really. Period poops. There are few things in this world that are so satisfying and so disgusting at the same time. Period poops are one of those things. Everything comes out at the same time and it feels like a giant weight is lifted off your shoulders. But then there's the aftermath. There will be times when a woman finishes up in the bathroom and she dares not look at the monster that crawled out of her. Only the bravest of souls can muster enough courage to turn around and face the demon staring back at her. It's best to just finish up and never look back. DIY pad. So you ignored the warning signs of the impending Shark Week and now you're bleeding without a tampon or pad. Sure, you can ask a friend to borrow one, but sometimes you just don't want to announce to everyone that you are pouring out blood. Lucky for you, toilet paper is cottony soft. It's a simple do-it-yourself solution and only a little gross when you unravel the bloody mess from your underwear. Cooter Pooter. Sometimes when a girl passes gas, it takes a detour and travels from the back and out the front. It sometimes gets trapped in there and it feels like a bubble sneaking through the cheeks and escaping through the hood. This phenomenon goes by many names: exit through the gift shop, sisterhood of the traveling fart, retweeting, and of course, the Cooter Pooter. And farting just feels so good. Some people might get this confused with varts. Well, it's not. That's next on our list. Fart. A vart, or vaginal fart, lovingly referred to as a queef, is the expulsion of air from the vajayjay. See, sometimes during certain activities like exercise or sex, air will get trapped in the old baby cannon, and that cannon's got to shoot. So it's not uncommon for a bit of air to escape and make an adorable little poof sound. It can be a bit embarrassing for girls, but if guys can be so cavalier about their endless flatulence, there's no reason why us girls can't let loose our muff puffs loudly and proudly. Of course, there are far more things girls do but won't admit, but it's best for everyone if we leave those stones unturned. However, if you're feeling particularly open today, feel free to reveal any and all of your ghastly secrets in the comments below. Let us know if you like this video by clicking that thumbs up button, and don't forget to subscribe to CBR to see more revealing videos about pop culture, video games, comic books, movies, and more.